Welcome to Sylvester's operating instructions. Get a comfy seat, crack open the popcorn, and in 15 minutes you will know all you need to know to have a great holiday in Sylvester. First up, pop-top roof operation. Press on the strap tensioner to allow the webbing to be freely extended. Give yourself a fair bit of slack before pushing up the roof. It is heavy to start with, but will soon self-elevate. Once at full height, you can tighten the straps slightly to neaten them up. Closing the roof is simply a case of pulling down on the straps whilst guiding the roof down gently. Make sure though that the elasticated strap at the rear is in place to avoid pinching the fabric with the mechanism. Don't let the roof go down on its own, please. Guide it down slowly, pulling on the fabric sides as it comes down. Finally, tensioning the straps in as before. Press on the small catch to allow the webbing to move easily through, and then tighten off with a slight pull, and then stow the extra straps. Awning. Assemble the 3 poles first. Silver ones are the 2 outside poles and the black one is for the middle. Slide the plastic figure-of-8 channel onto the awning. The video shows the channel being slotted directly into the channel on the camper, but I will also supply the drive-away Keda strip as well, which fits in between both van and awning strip if you prefer to use that. Insert the black pole first, taking care not to let any poles fly back against the bodywork. Loosely peg them out by putting the guy rope on the pin at the top. By angling the poles out first towards the guy, it gives added stability till you have tensioned the ropes. Continue with the other 2 poles. Finally straighten up and adjust the guy ropes accordingly. Table. This is a very simple folding wooden table made from a recycled pallet. Just flip it over, drop the bottom bar into the slot and turn the retaining wooden peg to hold it in place. Rock and roll seats. Lift the fabric throw to reveal the center loop. This is on a ratchet, so you will need to lift it off the ratchet as you pull it out. Once out as far as you can go, you then need to jump on top and press down at the back as shown. The bed is now ready for use. To put the bed back into the upright position, you simply press inwards on the lever shown. The mechanism will do most of the work pulling itself back upright. You may need to lift it finally over the latch to get it to go back as far as possible. It also needs to go fully back if you wish to change the water container, as that is quite a tight fit. Front seats. These swivel very easily by lifting the outside latch whilst turning. It will lock in various positions. They are also very handy if you want to sit across both. Just turn inwards to face. This is also the setup for the small child's bed if required as shown. Bunk bed. In order to allow for a small child of up to 120 cm tall, there is now an upper bunk bed. Simply push it down into position on the channel. Then unfold the ladder, taking care not to pinch your fingers in the process. The ladder then drops into a bracket on the left hand side and clips into the place on the right. You will need the extra worktop in place to allow the ladder to sit on that. With the main bed extended, it's an easy step down off the ladder for a child to climb onto the main bed. Kitchen and induction hob. As you can see, Sylvester is fully equipped with plates, glasses, cups, pans of various kinds. The cupboards have LED strip lights fitted under the shelves to allow ease of use at night, as does the main cupboard. The right-hand door has a catch fitted to stop everything flying out when cornering to the right. This was fitted after we did just that one day. Induction hob. This is only usable whilst on a 240-volt hookup. To use, plug into the main socket, press the on button left and then the power button on the right. This button has options for power in watts, degrees C and timer. Adjust up to about 1000 watts to boil or fry. We have found that it tends to overheat if you go too much over this, but will cool down again and work in a while if you do. Turn down to simmer as required. 2 pans work on the induction, the steamer and the frying pan. 12-volt electrics. The control panel on the worktop has multi-functions. The first switch operates a voltage display and USB sockets, available as cigarette lighter socket for the cool box, plus 2 other USBs. Radio switch. This powers the radio up front. It will take a short while to load. Once ready, you can use it providing you have a data allowance on your phone. Simply create a mobile hotspot on your phone, go into settings on the screen. It is Android based, so if you're familiar with that system, then it's easy to do. Once linked, you can then use Google Maps or the VR radio app. Many radio stations around the country on this one. Sadly, the FM radio nor the DAB worked very well and the error has been removed. Another great app is Park for Night if you intend to do some wild camping. This unit is preloaded with thousands of great stops around the country. Many hirers have used this to go fully off-grid with great success. Finally, when putting the van into reverse gear, a very handy reversing camera starts up. This will work even if the radio is off on the unit, but it must be left switched on the main switch. To save leisure battery energy, switch it off fully when parked up, please. Water. Press this switch to operate the pump. The tap is a conventional tap and relies on a pressure switch underneath the sink to operate. If the flow is intermittent or the pump continues when the tap is off, try rotating the knob in the cupboard by the water container, left or right slightly, until it settles down. To remove the water bottle for refilling, lift the pump out of the water bottle and put in the sink. Make sure the bed is back as far as it will go and pull out the bottle, refitting as a reversal of that procedure. Heating is by way of a gas Propex heater. In order for this to work, you will need to turn on the heater switch and make sure that the gas valve is fully open anti-clockwise. Now go to the control and turn the top control 2 clicks to the right. If it is not coming on and giving a green light as it should, turn the bottom thermostat more to the right. If it errors eventually with a red light, then turn the top switch left right quickly under 2 seconds to clear the errors. Lighting. Press the main switch. This then allows for lights in the ceiling, wall, kitchen sink and front cab lights to be used. Rear panel electrics. The solar control panel does its own thing and does not need to be touched. The mains charger is for topping up if needed when on hookup. The red fuse is a main 12-volt circuit breaker. If this pops, which is very unlikely, try resetting it. The consumer unit is a standard 240-volt domestic consumer unit with trip switches. Moving down to the spade for wild camping. This is a sturdy German army spade. Turn the clamp to tighten, but not too far, as it's very easy to go too far and for it to lock up. Gas safety. Open the gas locker, 2 catches with a quarter turn. Once inside, open the gas valve fully anti-clockwise. Make sure though that it is closed whilst driving for safety. Then refit the door and close the catches. Before cooking, please make sure that the curtains are placed behind the tiebacks, as they could be a fire hazard. Also, open the air vent above to allow steam to escape and prevent the buildup of carbon monoxide. In the unlikely event of needing to get a new gas bottle, open the locker as before, loosen the black strap and pull out the bottle. Ensure the gas has been fully turned off and no naked flames are present. Take the spanner and undo clockwise. This is very unusual as it is normally anti-clockwise. Fit the new bottle, fit and fully tighten the gas connector. Refit strap and open the valve, checking for any gas smells as you go. Tighten further if you smell any gas and then refit the door. Safety features. The van can be fully deadlocked by pressing these switches as shown. Alternatively, it can be locked by the key fob, as the internal ultrasonics have been disabled. The all-important AC button for full air conditioning on a very hot day. Sylvester is fitted with a carbon monoxide detector and fire extinguisher. Please, as before mentioned, open the top roof vent when cooking for safety. At the rear is the smoke alarm. Sylvester comes with a very useful magnetic safety beacon. If you are unfortunate to break down at night, be sure to use this to alert oncoming traffic. I am told you can even drive over it, though I have not put it to that test. Multi-use pop-up tent. This is very easy to erect. Simply take it out of the bag, throw it on the ground and it will pop into position. Then pull the 2 sides apart to make it rectangular. And peg out as shown. We use this as a toilet tent, shower tent, and storage tent for all our stuff. Did I say we've got lots of stuff? Anyway, putting it away is really simple too. Okay, not this simple, but still easy enough by placing a foot on each corner. You twist it down and then one more time to get it small enough to fit in the bag. As you can see, it packs away really small. And finally, shower. Unpack the shower out of the box, fill up the collapsible bucket with hot water, then attach the button action bidet shower head to the pump. Turn on the pump and drop it into the water for a controlled flow of water. It can also be used with a standard shower head, but that uses much more water. It is easily recharged on the move by USB cable, but we have found that one charge lasts us a week quite easily.